I'm gonna finish this sweater and I have 2.5 hours left to finish it. Hi, my name is Layla. I am a crocheter. I would not call myself a knitter, but I do have experience in knitting. I've made a completed sweater vest. I really just wanted to create a YouTube channel to show my own progress and hold myself accountable at finishing things, because I have a lot of things to get done for Christmas, and I'll definitely highlight that at some point in the video. I'll show my little list that I have, and kind of talk about my plan for the first project that I have to make. I'm going to get started on this jewel tone cardigan that I have been working on for the past week or so now, and I'm gonna try and get that done today. Fingers crossed. I thought I was sitting here for 30 minutes. It's only been 10. So the way that I have been kind of picking colors, I should have put in a clip earlier of all the colors that I have. At first I was using a number generator, and then I just started going on vibes, and now that I'm dwindling down to so many colors and I need to have like this is all I have left. I don't know how much I have. I need to get like a little kitchen scale so I can weigh my yarn and then put in how much it weighed before and how much after, because I do not count yardage, I do not count weight. I just have yarn and then I use it, and then if there's a little bit left I throw it on my scrap bin and I make a scrap blanket, or if there's enough I just put it back on the shelf and then I use it again. Some might say chaotic, I say it gets done because I don't really use patterns. I usually can just like look at something and be like, yeah, I can do that. It's really simple. I'm doing a chain 23 and then a double crocheted across, and then I'm doing 10 rows. It should be 7 inches by 7 inches. Some of them aren't 7 inches by 7 inches. Yes. And that's why I really like doing patchwork. I think my favorite thing about like crochet garments so far is like it doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm making it by hand, so I really don't think anybody expects it to be perfect. Philosophy with me. I really like finding little mistakes. Like one of my things is 22 stitches across instead of the 20, but you can't tell when you're like I sewed it together. You can't tell. Okay, so it is 12:39. I just finished all of my panels. Super excited, because this means that I'm done with one of 3, and I can feel myself getting closer to finally being done with this part. Ribbing, that's gonna be easy. I'm literally just gonna sit there and just, go around, but I have 2 more of these to make. It took me about an hour, which really isn't that bad for one sleeve. I'm not doing decreases or anything. I'm literally just making 4 panels. I'm folding like this, 1, 2, 3. That's my sleeve. I do not like scrunch sleeves. Everything I make has bell sleeves. Currently, these are the 4 colors that I have on the side. For my ribbing, I'm going to literally cut up I'm not leaving any leftover yarn, like unless it's like in a fat skein like this. But literally for these scraps, I'm just cutting them up, winding a big old ball, and that's gonna be my ribbing. You'll see. I have a whole idea. I have a whole plan. But yeah, so these are the 4 colors that I officially cannot use in sleeves anymore because I just don't have enough, and I don't feel like playing yarn chicken. I don't feel like doing that to my mental health. So yeah, I'll put a picture up on the colors that we have left for the sleeves. And I'm gonna get trucking. I finally finished sleeve 2. It is 3:45 on the dot right now, so that means I've spent the last 4 hours making this, stitching it together. I still have to sew up along, right side. I still have to sew the bottom part, and then sew it and attach it to the actual cardigan itself, and then weave in a bunch of like the really long ends. For most of my ends, I didn't have to weave them in because I wanted the tie outs to like stick out like that, because it's patchwork, and patchwork is supposed to look like that. Leave me alone, don't fight me on it. But yeah, so final steps of the day: sew this shut, attach it to the cardigan, and then I'm done. And then I will continue working on it tomorrow. And then tomorrow on the agenda is, I'm weaving on my ends in tonight. So the agenda for tomorrow is ribbing, buttons, and then we're done. And I was able to get this done in 4 hours, so I really think I'll be able to get it done tomorrow. I get off work by 10, so I'll probably be able to start working on it again like I did today at like 11:30. I don't know. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But I'm gonna go sew this on, and then probably another hour. But for you, just a moment. Good morning. It is now October 14th, and it is 12:30 almost, and I have to do my ribbing today, which I did not do yesterday. I literally did not touch it. I wound up some of my yarn. I think I recorded myself doing that. I wound up my yarn, and then I stopped touching it because my hands started to hurt, my back started to hurt, and my calves were hurting because I worked all day. Kind of. I worked all morning. But today I'm going to finish this damn sweater because I go to Tennessee tomorrow after I get off of work. So I don't even have Sunday as like a play day, like to go back and forth. Like I literally have to finish this today, which is so not stressful. I'm so excited. I'm about to go sit in the car with my boyfriend because he's cleaning his car and he wants me to go hang out with him, but I have to finish this damn sweater. So I'm about to go get that done, and then yeah, I also really want to get it done before it's daylight disappears. And I don't know if you can see, but it's really rainy outside. You can't tell at all, but it's really rainy outside, so I want to get this done before it gets dark outside, because I can do all my other chores after it gets dark. This I need my brain power for. I can't be in a comfy cozy mood and crochet, especially when it comes to finishing a project, because I won't get it done. I will not finish it, not even a little bit. So yeah. I look a mess. That's not the point. It is 4:30, and I would be lying if I said that I have been crocheting this whole time. I have not been. I didn't crochet for about 3 hours. This is what I have so far for ribbing. It's pretty long, and it's gonna start wrapping around the neck. So I think I'm gonna stop because I know I want my buttons to be in this area. So I think I'm gonna pin it all to the, actually looks really cool. It's giving what I want it to give. I haven't done the gray ribbing around the sweater yet, so I think I might do that and weave in the rest of my ends, and then go ahead and start like pinning the ribbing to the sweater to see where it's gonna line up. I have picked out my buttons, so I'm not worried about that. They're just dark brown wooden buttons. They're no big deal. I have a button jar. I need to refill it. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's and probably buy some off Amazon and Etsy and do a button haul because it's really so fun. It's cute. I just want to get this out of the way. A goal I've set for myself this year. I'm not allowing myself to like have whips. That's just not what I'm doing. I want to complete every project I start. Of course, I have a couple whips that I still have to finish, and then they go in the whip bin, and then I have days solely focused to weaving in ends and sewing the backs onto these granny square pillows and blah 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 blah. But big projects like blankets and cardigans do not go in the whip bin because I know I will never touch it again. So I have to keep hustling and bustling through. I just get bored, and I'm like, this is taking forever, even though I'm like 89% of the way through the project. I just don't want to do it anymore because I want to do something else, because I go on Pinterest in my free time and then I see really cute stuff and I'm like, I can make that. And then I forget the fact that I'm already making something. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not doing it next year. I'm not doing it the year after that. I'm done doing that, because all that left me was with like massive storage containers full of whips that I never ever wanted to touch again. So let's get to doing the ribbing. I don't want to do this anymore. My back hurts. My knees hurt. I never want to do a cardigan again in my entire life. And I say that now, and I know that like in a little while, so I didn't even outline the sleeves. I got ahead of myself and I haven't even outlined my sleeves, but I have done the black outline that I said I would. It looks rinky dinky over the camera. It looks a lot better in person. That's just what I'm calling it. I haven't even weaved my ends in on this bottom yet. This thing's heavy. Acrylic yarn is heavy. To finish this project, what I have to do, it is 5:35 p.m. on October 14th, 2023. And I am going to finish this project. So help me be it. I get off work at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then I'm literally coming home, and then we're getting in the car, and then we're driving, and I do not crochet projects while I'm in the car because I will mess it up. And I will get car sick, and I don't want to get car sick. It's a 3.5-hour drive, and I'm not sacrificing myself. I love myself too much, okay? However, I'm going to finish this project, but my back hurts. It's fine, okay? I have to line my sleeves with the yarn that I already did the inside with. I have to stitch up my ribbing, and then I have to finish my sleeves, and then I have some really long little dangly bits at the end here that I have to weave in. I hate weaving in my ends. I could just not weave my ends in. No, I'll weave my ends in because I want to take pictures. The reason why this is important, I don't think I've said it yet. The reason why finishing this project is so important before we go to Tennessee is because I want to get a picture of me in these beautiful fall colors on the Blue Ridge, because that's where my family lives. So I want to get beautiful pictures of the mountains and the trees and the whatever in behind me. That's the end goal. List of things I have to do. Line my sleeves. I have to sew in my ends, sew on my ribbing, figure out where I'll insert that here, figure out on my ribbing where my buttons go. So I think I'm gonna sew it for what I have. Yeah, no, I like being complicated. I'll sew what I have. I'll pin where okay, so I'm not done. I have more steps than I thought. But scratch that. I only have one step. My one step finished sweater. Embarrassingly, I don't actually have the footage of me finishing the cardigan. I ended up finishing it on Monday. I finished the ribbing and the buttons. I swore I took a video of me finishing it, and then also kind of me talking about after finishing it. Truth be told, I felt very resentful because I felt like I was forced to do it, and I don't like doing things that I don't want to do. And as I said multiple times, my hand was cramping a lot, but I did get it finished just in time for us to go take pictures. And pictures were so lovely. I am kind of getting used to like the whole having my picture taken thing. Fortunately, having my own Instagram account for a couple months leading up to this experience and having my boyfriend take my pictures, I have had practice of taking pictures of things I made, just not things that I made while wearing them. So that was definitely fun, and I'm excited to do it again when I make something in the future. But all in all, I would say that this was a really wonderful experience. I'm really grateful for going to Tennessee and having the ability to go to Tennessee and take these pictures. I'm
just really happy with how everything came out. I still have a little bit of lingering resentment towards the cardigan, of course. I don't think that's gonna go away. I have finished 2 projects and I'm still kind of just glaring at it in my closet, though it's also been an exact week since I started recording this video. So because of that, I'm definitely feeling some lingering feelings. I'm sure by the time, you know, November comes around, all my feelings on the cardigan will have changed. But I'm really grateful for really grateful for the experience. As I said, I'm grateful that I was able to go take pictures and kind of practice and have like this practice run. I'm trying to be really patient with myself, and I keep trying to remind myself like I don't have to be perfect yet, which, if you're a perfectionist like me, is really hard to say and really hard to admit. I don't like saying like it's okay if I'm bad at something, because I'm not allowed to be bad at anything, actually. Good morning, except it's not the morning, it's 1:40 p.m. It is it's not Monday, it's Wednesday, October 18th, and I have completed the cardigan. I know in the last clip I said that I didn't really like it very much, which I don't. But I'm also just very picky, and I am that way all the time. Every time I change my hair color, I'm like, I just don't like it, and now I absolutely love it. Like when I first became a redhead, I was like, I just don't think I'm a redhead, and now I'm like, oh, actually I look fine. So I'm sure that my feelings will come around about the cardigan. I'm also just irritated because it took me so long and I really didn't want to give up on it, so I continue to push myself. I'm proud of myself for pushing myself through and completing it. I did it, it's done. I'm finally back home, and now I can start on Christmas presents. Yay! I think the plan is I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna start sketching out the first 3 or 4 things I have to do. I know I have to make those hen coasters. I know I don't know what I have to do. I have a list somewhere that I have to go find. I think it's over there with my craft stuff. But I'm really excited, and I'm super excited also to sit down and edit this video. It's been really fun going through and kind of like recording myself as I've gone through and finished this sweater, or this cardigan. I'm sure if I had started at the beginning, this video would have been a lot longer. I'm sure it's already going to be so long. But I'm really proud of myself for being able to stick through it and get it done, and it held me accountable to finishing it, because I wasn't going to allow myself to just get halfway done through something and then not do it. So I'm grateful about that, and yeah, that's everything, which is really weird to say. It's weird to end this because I feel like I've been already filming this for a week now, so it's hard for me to say, okay, we're done, no more video. I'm probably going to spend the next couple days, you know, giving my fingers a break. I was really hustling and bustling the last couple days to get that done. I was crocheting in the car, I was crocheting while talking to my family. I was getting it done, okay? We finished it, I called it through, we got it done, and it's done, and I'm gonna give my hands a break, gonna do a couple Epsom salts before I start on my Christmas hustle and bustle, because I only have like 2 months to get done with a couple, not big blankets, but lap blankets. I have some coasters, I have a cardigan, not a cardigan, I have a sweater that I have to make, and fortunately I have all the yarn already, so that part is done. Now it really is hop into it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this whole thing and going through with the trials and tribulations that took me to finish this cardigan.